Hi there, my name is Justin Temple. I'm an instructor here at North American Training Solutions. I've been a certified arborist for over 10 years, and today I'm going to talk to you about the inspection and use of your arborist climbers. Whether you call them hooks, spikes, spurs, gaffs, irons, or picos, we're all talking about the same thing. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be referring to them as climbers. So before we begin, let's first cover the different components that make up a standard set of climbers. First, we have the shank, the gaff, the stirrup, the aluminum or leather shin cap and pad, the strap attachment ring, the split ring, the strap and strap buckle. Now that we've established some of the lingo, let's get into what I look for on my daily inspection of my climbers. First thing we want to inspect is the strap. We want to ensure that the strap isn't worn too thin and that there are no visible signs of wear or damage, such as cuts, abrasions, or any elongated buckle tongue holes. If you notice any deficiencies in the strap during your inspection, replace the strap immediately as it is unsafe to use. Next, let's look at the shank. While inspecting the shank, you're looking for deformation or bending of the metal. Please note that some manufacturers do have a slight twist in the shank to take pressure off of the ankle. Next, inspect the stirrup for wear. Check to ensure the material in the stirrup hasn't been worn down too thin. Be sure to check with the manufacturers for the appropriate allowable thickness for your climber. Next thing we want to do is we want to check for if you notice any deficiencies in the strap during your inspection, replace the strap immediately as it is unsafe to use. Next, let's look at the shank. While inspecting the shank, you're looking for deformation or bending of the metal. Please note that some manufacturers do have a slight twist in the shank to take pressure off of the ankle. Next, inspect the stirrup for wear. Check to ensure the material in the stirrup hasn't been worn down too thin. Be sure to check with the manufacturers for the appropriate allowable thickness for your climber. Next thing we want to do is we want to check for any cracks or scribing in the material, as this would indicate damage and signal retirement for the equipment. Please never etch or scribe any markings into the shank for the purposes of identification of equipment or ownership. If your climbers do have marks or etchings, retire the equipment immediately. The next point of interest is the sleeve and the sleeve fasteners. Sleeve fasteners need to be tightened periodically to ensure the sleeve does not move while in use. 2 fasteners per shank are required at all times for safe use. Check daily as a part of your inspection and tighten if required. Next, we want to inspect the strap attachment ring for excessive wear. A quick visual inspection to ensure that the material has not been bent, warped, or worn shall be done daily to ensure the safe and secure attachment of the split ring and strap. Next is a visual inspection of the gaff itself. Inspect the gaff for sharpness and shape. Purchasing a gaff gauge that matches your make and model will allow you to verify that the gaff is within the manufacturer's recommended specifications. The gaff can easily be damaged if misused, such as by walking around on the ground while wearing your arborist climbers. This is considered a trip hazard and should be avoided in most circumstances. Removable gaffs shall also be checked for torque to ensure a secure connection to the shank. Lastly, a quick inspection of the buckle and split ring. Ensure that the split ring is properly oriented and attached to the strap attachment ring, and that the ring is tightly closed. Check the buckles for deformation and bending. If any of these inspections result in deficiencies, replace the damaged components or retire the climbers entirely. With the gaffs facing inward and the pads covering the shin, start by securing the climber with the bottom strap first. Starting with the bottom strap will help you to seat the heel of your boot into the stirrup. When choosing a boot, be sure to find a pair that have a firm sole and a pronounced heel as seen here. Rock your foot back and forth while tightening down on the strap to remove as much slack from the strap as comfortably possible. Next, tighten down on the straps of the shin pads to a comfortable tension. Don't go too tight as to not impede blood circulation. We are now ready to climb the tree. The gaffs should penetrate the wood without much force. The weight of your body should be more than enough to properly seat the gaff into the sapwood of the tree. Ascend the tree, taking small steps, ensuring to keep your work positioning lanyard at an appropriate level. Try to avoid slamming your feet down into the wood, as this will make pulling the gaff out of the wood more difficult. And there you have it. You now have a better understanding of the inspection and use of your arborist climbers. If you enjoyed this content, please leave us a like and share this video with anyone you know who could benefit from the information provided in this video. If you would like to learn more about North American Training Solutions or schedule a training, please visit our website. Link is in the bio. My name is Justin, and until next time, play safe out there.